Hey everyone, Mark here. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to this video. So we are down to the top 20 in my list of favorite Elvis Presley songs. So we are going to be covering numbers 20 down to number 11. So these lists become more and more difficult because these are my favorite. These last 20 are phenomenal songs. So where I struggled with, does this make the top 20 or does this song make the top 10? So there were a few that might have been interchangeable. Kind of went back and forth on probably just two, maybe three of them on whether they should make my top 10. But I spent a decent amount of time on it, switched them around, and then like I said, from number 40 down to 31, I didn't have those songs in a particular order of favorites, but once I hit the top 30 list, then I listed them in sequential order of favorite. So coming in at number 20, and this is a song I did kind of struggle with. It's been a favorite of mine since I was actually a pretty little kid. It was one of my early songs I heard of Elvis, and it kind of resonated with me almost from the get-go. But coming in at number 20 is from I believe 1957, Too Much. Just a really cool, upbeat, up-tempo song. I always loved it as a kid. Like I said, it was one of the early songs, one of the non-Christmas songs. Once I started really expanding and getting into more of Elvis's music. And I think the first time I heard it, a neighbor who lived up the street that I was a kid, I was probably maybe 10 years old, 11, and he was also an Elvis Presley fan, and he had the Elvis's Worldwide Hits, the double album that came out, I believe, in 1970, I want to say, and he had let me borrow it, and that's the first time I had heard Too Much, and like I said, it stuck to me in the early going. So number 19, and this one is one of those ones, the next couple I really they could really be interchangeable, but gave it some serious thought and consideration. And I put this song at number 19. This is off my favorite gospel album, one of my favorite albums by Elvis, just because of how wonderful and developed and just great his voice was. It was off of the His Hand in Mine album. But coming in at number 19, a very upbeat gospel song, Swing Down Sweet Chariot. Just a fun song, but just really, if you notice, most of these songs on my list have been very upbeat songs. I have very few ballads, but Swing Down Sweet Chariot, His Hand in Mine was an album that, I think I said this story in another video, my grandmother's best friend had an original pressing of, it might have been like a mid-60s pressing, but I remember her having His Hand in Mine and her playing it. And then when I was, it was my first gospel album I got when I was probably about 10 or 11. I got that album added to my collection. Always loved that song. And I think he did it. I think Elvis did that in The Trouble with Girls when he was on stage with the white suit playing it, but I could be wrong on that. So moving on to number 18, this song actually made, as much as I love it, it actually could have been in the top 30, but I did have it my top 20. It's probably my favorite song on the album that I'm going to mention. It's Promised Land, but coming in at number 18 is Mr. Songman. Love the verse, love the words of the song. Kind of a sad song, but one of Elvis's, in my opinion, his most country-esque album. One of my favorite albums of the 70s as far as studio album. But I have Mr. Songman at number 18. Number 17. This song actually could have been a little bit higher, maybe by a spot or two, but I decided on the position that I have it at, and I stayed firm. But it's another gospel song. It is off How Great Thou Art. And again, it's an upbeat song. One of the few upbeat songs on the album. How Great Thou Art has a lot of melodic, slower gospel. Like, they're more like hymns. But this song is just a, kick-starting upbeat song, and that is Run On. Love how it starts out, and Elvis's vocals is just top notch in this. But it's such a cool song. Whenever I hear it, toes get to tapping, and I crank it up if I'm listening to it in my car. Just a really great song with a good message behind it. So moving on to number 16, and I did number it this time, as recommended by one of my viewers. They said, so you don't get stuck, why don't you number it? So that's what I did this time. I went in and numbered these, so it's a little bit easier to keep track, which I should have done the first time. So coming in at number 16, this is an early favorite. This was from a 45. It was my very first Elvis record I ever received, Christmas of 1972. And it's funny because numbers 16 and 15 are from that same 45. So number 16, I have Burning Love, written by Dennis Lind. And, it was Elvis's last high charting song, I believe, top 10 song, if I'm not mistaken. But one of his signature songs, I think. If you think of 70s Elvis, you think of Burning Love. That's one of the songs that just resonates with that time period. And then number 15, I'll go right into it. It's a Matter of Time. Totally different vibe of the song, and Elvis talking about leaving in the town and coming back, and just a really great couple of songs. So number 15 is It's a Matter of Time. Number 14, this is another song that I could have flip-flopped between this one and the next one. So I really struggled where to place this one. But this next song is off of Elvis's Back, Elvis's first post-Army album. And it is the very first track as soon as you drop that needle, and that is Make Me Know It. Just starts the song off. I love the drumming in the song. I just love the instrumentation. But again, just an upbeat, fun song. Get your blood kind of flowing. So I know I say that a lot. It's a fun, upbeat song, but yeah, a lot of these are. So yeah, Make Me Know It comes in at number 14. This next one is my favorite song, obviously from this album. This album is a favorite of mine, and that is from Elvis in Memphis from 1969. Coming in at number 13, another album opener, and that's Wearing That Love Don't Look. Just a very Elvis vocally on this entire album. He had a very soulful sound to his voice, and it didn't stay that way long. It was right around 1968 when he did the comeback special into 1969. With that album, with Back in Memphis, his voice was just so soulful. I don't know what it was, and by the time 1970 rolled around, his voice kind of took on a little bit of a deeper tone. So he didn't have that sound very long, but Wearing That Love Don't Look is just the writing on the song and just the way Elvis sings it is just phenomenal. Now, coming in at number 12, this might be what I would reference as maybe some people would strongly disagree with this, say, Mark, I can't believe you ranked this song that high. I don't know what it is about this song. Every time I hear it, it just lifts me up, puts me in just such a great mood. It's kind of a ballady song, which is kind of funny, and it's off of Potluck. And some of you may guess it. A few of you that watch my channel have even commented that this is my favorite song of this album. But coming in number 12, and yes, I'm sure it's too high for some of you, but it's Fountain of Love. The next to the last song on the second side of the album. Again, Elvis's vocals, top notch. There's just something about the song. You hear songs of Elvis, or even songs from anybody, that just hit you a certain way. And I don't know what it is about this song. And like I said, many of you may not agree with that, say, Mark, I don't even know if this would even make my top 40. And that's fine. That's why this is my list. And you all have been kind enough to tell me where you would place this song. And I love reading the comments and hearing what the song means to you, and where you would have it on your list if you were to have a top 40, that hypothetical list. I think that's really cool. So keep those comments coming. And then this next song, this could have easily cracked my top 10. And I really went back and forth between this being number 11, and this being number 10 of my top 10. But it is off my favorite album of the 70s. That's the Way It Is. And it's one of the first maybe 4 or 5 tracks from the album, but it's Stranger in the Crowd. I can't say enough about this song. Again, it's one of those songs that when I hear it, I just got to turn it up. I usually listen to it while I'm downstairs in my gym exercising. If I am at my gym that I go to locally, it's on my headphones. It's usually in every playlist I ever do. Stranger in the Crowd, just a phenomenal song. Number 11. So there you have it. So we have number 20, Too Much. Number 19, Swing Down Sweet Chariot. Number 18, Mr. Songman. Number 17, Run On. Number 16, Burning Love. Number 15, It's a Matter of Time. Number 14, Make Me Know It. Number 13, Wearing That Love Don't Look. Number 12, Fountain of Love. And number 11, Stranger in the Crowd. So I am really looking to get my top 10. I'm hoping before the weekend, maybe Thursday or Friday, to cap it off. I know I've kind of went like a week or more between each list, but with work, and my girls actually went back to school yesterday. My older daughter she's got volleyball practice every night. Her first game, I believe, is either next week or the week, early in the week after, but just running all over and, preparing for that, and parent teacher, preschool conferences, and, those of you who have kids, especially those in school, kind of get it. So now that school is back in session, things are kind of getting into a rhythm. I am hoping to do not only more consistent videos, but I am looking hopefully to start my live streams back up. So tentatively, I will probably, if I can do it, I'm looking to do a live stream tomorrow. This is Tuesday when I'm recording this, Tuesday morning. So this will be Wednesday, and I would probably do it around noon, 12 o'clock tomorrow, if I do it. If I definitely can, based on what I have going on tomorrow, I will put it on my community page to announce it, and that you could watch that. And then I'll get my top 10 out, looking to do more reviews and just change things up a little bit. Subscribers are picking up. I thank each and every one of you that are new subscribers to my channel. Those that comment, I love the comments and the encouragement that you all give to me. And I can't do this without your support. And I always try to convey that to all of you, how much I appreciate those that tune in and watch my videos. So hope you all have a great week. And until next time, we'll see you soon. Take care.